Amplifiers. We amplify the unrecognized voices of young people.
We advocate against the injustices faced by young people.
Like
bullying, teenage pregnancy, and substance abuse.
We also address matters influencing the lives of young people, such as
positive parenting skills, child-led initiatives, and children's rights.
Let's talk about matters influencing the lives of young people.
Ayibulabuleni.
Arabulele.
Ariambe.
Let's talk.
Listen to the Amplifiers
Every Saturday morning
On Alex FM 89.1. And Radio Mama.
Like there's something about the song, man. So the name of the song that you were just listening to is All of the Above by Connor Price and Curl. The song dropped roughly a year ago and it's currently sitting at 355k views on YouTube. And yeah, the song, man, like it's very, very close to my heart, being that, like as young people, I've been told that I'll never make it, but hey, look at me now. You see? So, and on that note, to find that the young ones are the ones that are playing is the Amplifiers, everybody. And it's kind of taboo for me to be driving this thing alone. I have my ever so beautiful co-host, Khuli.
Hi guys, this is the only one, Bakorimini Khuli.
And also, it's also very, very taboo for a flight to take off without having my crew, my stewardesses. Let me start with the gentleman.
Of course, you need us, you know that. But then obviously as one of the crewmates, you can just know me, you can just call me Junior, basically.
Right.
Mina ngithi goeie môre ke nna little princess o ka mpitsa ge Keamo kgetsi ke mo le lona. Today we are going to have a blast of a show kajeko.
Hey, we're cooking today. Today we cooked, but you don't actually have to be in studio with us. You can hit us up on our social media platforms. On our YouTube page, which is Child Human Rights Defenders, where you can actually catch this show. You can get us on Facebook at Amplifiers_LXFM 89.1. On IG's Amplifiers_LXFM 89.1. On TikTok, it's _Amplifiers. And then you can also hit us up on our Twitter page, which is Amplifiers_YR. So today's show, man, honestly, I cooked. The Amplifiers cooked today. Because today we're going to be discussing the link between mental health and chronic conditions, which is something that it's very much rare to hear anyone actually speaking about the link between the two, because it's always one or the other one. So let me start with the interrogations now. So good people, who wants to give us a young definition of what's chronic conditions?
Okay, chronic condition understanding yang the long term disease in anikono heal but nyakono tami o treat when times goes by. Yeah.
Okay.
To put it in different words, I would say a chronic condition, it's a condition of which you actually live with for mainly your entire lifespan, of which also comes with challenges like having to have to deal with medical issues involving it, reducing activities that you do mainly outside.
Yeah. To add to that, it's a condition that goes on for the rest of your life. But you can treat it. It needs a lot of attention. You having to treat it every single day, giving a lot of attention to it, basically.
And yeah, Mina, according to my definition, right, a chronic condition is basically a condition that you live with. You can't treat it, but then you can manage it. You see? So the prime examples of these include your HIV, my diabetes gang,
AIDS.
Yes. Diseases like your epilepsy, your lupus, your asthma, and so on. So, what is the mental health impact of what impact does mental health pardon me like English decided to get on a ship and go back to wherever it came from.
Come back.
Yes, I'm saying, what is the impact of a person's mental health if they are living with a particular chronic condition?
So, as we said that it is an illness that goes on for the rest of your life, it kind of like frustrates individuals whereby they start thinking that, okay, so this is going to be with me for the rest of my life. This is never going to go away. They start being very antisocial towards people. They are start having anxiety because it like bothers them that this is forever there and it can't go away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And from a perspective, being that I relate to the topic on the highest level, right? Like, number one, there is like this sense of exhaustion that comes with managing a chronic condition. As some of you may know, that I'm type 1 diabetic, so it's very much exhausting, being that there was a study that was released that diabetic people actually make approximately 180 extra decisions than a person who's living without diabetes. Being that, let's say that you are eating pizza now. For you, it's pizza. For me, I think, I have to bolus. I must check my sugars. How will this impact me in the next 2 hours? Will I be able to sleep with this? So, like, it's very, very exhausting. Most of the time, you really kind of feel alone, eh? So, it's annoying. It's exhausting. But the nice part about everything is that, like, there's always a community out there. Right, so there's a community of people that actually relate. You see, like I, for one, I found my community online. You see, I have a very, very huge community. Even people from from out of the country that we've actually been engaging with, and it really helped me a lot. Being that, like, now I can openly speak about my diabetes and, in fact, even make jokes about it. You see, so yeah, it's pretty. Like, it's a pretty chill setup. And you know, my beautiful amplifiers at home, that we don't actually have to be in studio with us. You can hit us up on our social media platforms, IG on Amplifiers _X79.1, on Facebook Amplifiers _X79.1, on YouTube is Child Human Rights Defenders, and then you can get us also on TikTok as we are doing the latest trends on the _Amplifiers. For now,
that was Kabza the Small Ngizo Zama Ngachiven and the Kodo Traya. Rine Rodo Traya fan only was that imported in the imported information about chronic and mental health. Uriko infectisani batufano. I think in Kogeso Rindinya na Kwamba on the amplifiers here at LXFM 89.1, where we always elevate your mind. Earlier on Rako Ambanga chronic or or mental health and the mean deeper and deeper with this topic. If no miss that part, catch us on our social media platforms. Kai Instagram, Facebook, the Amplifiers _ LXFM 89.1. YouTube, Human Rights Defenders. TikTok, the _Amplifiers.
Thank you very much, my beautiful co-host. So the song that was like that you were hearing, as my co-host has alluded, is Ngiozama by Kabza the Small. And mind you, this song only dropped like 8 days ago, and it's really like, it's my favorite song in the album. Being that it's all about trying, man. That's all that you can do, like ever do, right? So, my amplifiers, are you guys still okay?
Yeah,
okay, but because you guys sound like so I actually have a surprise for you.
What is it?
So we have an interview.
Ooh. Wow,
all the way from Cape Town.
Oh,
that is a surprise.
You know, like the amplifiers are very, very well traveled, eh? Well, very, very well traveled, even though we never left Alex, but we're very, very well traveled.
Places like Cape Town now.
Yes, so our interviewee is Shiera, who has been living with diabetes for the past 20 years and is Sweet Life's chatbot project manager. She has been working with them for the last 2 years to increase access to diabetes and healthy living information, including the importance of mental health. Yes, thank you very much. So, Shiera, are you here?
Hey there, yes I am, Muhluri.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Having a wonderful Saturday morning. How are you doing?
The Saturday morning is always pumping as usual, eh?
I love to hear it.
Yes. Now, may you kindly tell us a bit more about your journey living with a chronic condition for the past 20 years?
Sure. So, yeah, as you say, 20 years ago, maybe like a month and a bit ago, 20 years ago, I was going through some things. I had a couple of the 5 symptoms of diabetes. I'm not sure if you know what they are. I was feeling quite thirsty. I was waking up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. I was feeling tired, fatigued, all of those things, and then got checked up and, began my journey of diagnosis to diabetes. And the journey's it is quite confusing to start off with. There's a lot of information that you receive when you diagnose, but I had good support from my school spaces to work spaces, at home, and my social spaces. Quite a good support system, but I've also kept it pretty close. People know, but I think over the last few years I've been trying to be a lot more open about my day-to-day experiences that I have living with diabetes, the things I maybe haven't shared before. Like, for example, when I'm at with my mental health, or if I've actually had like a really weird day and I don't know why. Some of those things, it's a little harder to share when, someone's not living with a condition. But I've also learned over the last 20 years that sharing has helped people support me better and also me feel more comfortable and confident in managing such a big deal. It's a big, something that takes up quite a bit of my life.
Hey, that's very much great stuff. So, how has your relationship with the condition actually changed over time, being that now you're older?
Sure. So when I was diagnosed, it was just before my 10th birthday. I was quite a shy kid growing up. And so I think over the years, as I said, I've been trying to share a lot more. And doing so, I've also learned a lot more about my own diabetes, but then also about diabetes in the context of living in South Africa. And it's kind of created a lot of space I feel like in my journey, to speak a lot more about, what I live with. I've always felt kind of protective about it, which is maybe why I didn't share quite a lot, because there's a lot of, stigma, there's a lot of misinformation around living with diabetes or why you get diabetes, that kind of thing. And so you never really know if sharing is going to make you feel good or bad. But I think over the years I've learned I've been able to recognize the spaces where sharing is a good thing, and it's helped me as well as the people around me support me better. And so I've always been connected to the community through children's camps that I've done, or events that have been happening while I live, or connecting with Food Life over the years. But working in the diabetes space has also allowed me to talk with other people that have diabetes, and I've also gotten to feel kind of a part of the change in those negative stigmas, and kind of bringing a bit more of a focus in the importance of mental health in my own way, in those spaces that I've been able to be a part of.
Okay, and being that today we're discussing the impact of chronic conditions to with regards to a person's mental health, right? So I want to know, have there been times whereby actually managing diabetes has actually affected your mental well-being? Because I, for one, I was just telling my amplifiers that in 2 months from now I'll be celebrating my 5-year anniversary. So, but honestly, in that journey of the 5 years, my mental health has been a mess lately. To the point whereby I just I just talk too much just to avoid going crazy. You see? Yes. So yes. So English. Yeah, it's not the mother of the tongue. You'll forgive me, eh?
Not at all. It's still early on a Saturday.
So, have there been times where managing your diabetes actually affected your mental well-being?
Yes, I relate a lot to what you're saying, and I think also, I think the world in general, we're going through a lot at the moment. There's a lot of, a big focus on, or bigger focus on mental health. But it also brings to light a lot of the conversations that, or at least it exposes a lot of our feelings and everything. And I think in general as a world we're going through a lot. But then when you're living with a chronic condition as well, that is always there, it definitely brings another layer of stuff, right? Burnouts, they are normal. I think living with a chronic condition on average, someone living with diabetes goes through burnout once a year. So it is normal. It's a lot that you deal with, and so it's normal to feel overwhelmed by everything. It's kind of, where you, or how you, I want to say arm yourself, or how you kind of prepare yourself for those tougher moments that, in my experience, have kind of gotten me out through the other end. The biggest difference has been my mindset and my mental health, and like my prioritization of my mental health as well. Putting my, where my head is at first, in front of everything else that I do has definitely helped me kind of just take one step at a time and figure it out. And so, yeah, I think my toughest moments I've faced also quite recently, actually, not too long ago. It's been a rough couple of years. But I think over the last maybe 6 months, I've been trying to think a lot and not shy away from the feelings of the hard things that come with living with diabetes, because I think it also, for me, helps me appreciate, the times when things are good. And so that's taken the way I've kind of thought about doing it is, being very patient with myself, being patient with my healthcare team, but also not being afraid to put a label on my emotions, especially in those health, like with my doctor, for example. I'm not afraid to say, like, look, I'm feeling this kind of way, and just making them aware of where I'm at, because I do think that also plays a big part in your management. And then on the other end of that, also sharing with my support systems and my family, my sister, my parents, my extended family, as well as my friends, just being more open with my journey and kind of being a little bit more real and authentic. Definitely has been a way to get through all of those tougher moments.
Thank you very much. So in like one sentence, what advice would you actually love to give your like your younger version in like one sentence, being that you've traveled this, like you've been on this road for a full 20 years, which is how old I am. So
I love to hear that.
yes, so what advice would you actually give to your younger self?
Sure. I think if I could be as simple as possible, everything affects everything, so don't ignore your feelings, learn what makes you comfortable, and respect those spaces. It's your diabetes, and take it as an opportunity to learn more about yourself.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, our time has elapsed. So, if my listeners are actually interested in getting a hold of you, where can they get you?
Sure. So Street Life has a wonderful resource to use if you have questions about diabetes, for yourself or for people that you're supporting that live with the condition. You can find our website at www.streetlife.org.za. You can also find us on Facebook. We have a very, very good online community on Facebook, South Africa's largest online diabetes community, where we ask questions, we get you your answers, and we also share really good resources. And that is South Africa Diabetes on Facebook. And then on Instagram, very similar, a lot of fun memes about living with a condition, but also spaces for conversation. We hold live conversations. We just essentially want to expand access to information. And so on Instagram, we streetlife.org.za.
Thank you very much.
Also on LinkedIn and all the other social medias, but those are our favorite babies at the moment.
Thank you very much, and yes,
thank you.
as that was Shiera Pillay, all the way from Sweet Life. So yes, my amplifiers, can I get your opinion? You guys have been awfully quiet, and then and Magali and Komkahle and Baba. Am I right?
I was still good. My opinion would be that it was a very interesting thing to know about how people actually live with diabetes out there. And it's actually good to know that there's actually support systems which are actually out there helping people get through this, helping them stay stable mentally and physically.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, like in Sangha they say, unfortunately, gone, time gone. We no longer have time, But yes, man. like if you're going through something, you can definitely like reach out to someone closest to you. You can even go to your nearest clinic, tell them that you're going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll definitely refer you. And as I'm always saying, my beautiful amplifiers, is that knowledge is power, but powerless if you got it and do not acknowledge it. Kusuka eka mina, Jara Kamavutani. This has been the Amplifiers. Let me love, let me leave you. You can catch us same time, same place next week. And from here, let's head over to Apelele to give you what's currently happening around the world. And on that note, Nere, Tango.